Hey YouTube, it's been a while, but I thought I would get back into it by doing a video on how to do men's makeup. I get a lot of questions about if I'm going out to an event or I have a function, what kind of things should I do to make the most amount of impact while wearing the least amount of makeup. I don't like to look like I'm wearing makeup, and I think I have a pretty good solution to do that. So first things first. Alright, so I filmed this video and I totally forgot to add one of the most important steps. Oops. You want to use a moisturizer before you do all of this. I know a lot of guys tend to just be really low maintenance and don't do that, but you have to do that. So after the shower, blow dry your hair if you do that. I do that, obviously. And then you put on your moisturizer because it's imperative that you have that base on it. I'm using right now the Loreal youth code. You don't have to use that one, but just something that's pretty emollient and is going to give you that extra protection and make you look young. And it also helps to set the makeup. So before the makeup, you use your moisturizer. Okay. Now, onto the makeup. A little bit of concealer. I use the, as you can tell, I've used it a lot, the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. It's just a stick. You twist the top to get some out. I don't recommend using a lot of this. If you twist it too hard, a lot will come out, and it's really hard to, then you might look like you're wearing makeup. So I recommend just twisting it a couple times and just start dabbing. Start from the inside, work your way out. Follow where your dark circles are. Go down if you want to the crease of your nose and back up, making kind of a triangle. I find that this makes a little bit more of a dramatic effect. It really helps to lift the eyes, as well as get rid of dark circles. I don't have a mirror, so probably not very even, but that's okay. And then what you want to do is just use your ring fingers. I have rings on, so you can tell which ones those are in case you're a complete retard. Just kidding. And then just dab it slowly, not getting too close to the eye. You don't want to get it on your bottom lashes because we're not going to be wearing mascara like girls would do to cover that up, any mistakes that they might make. We're just putting on the concealer. So dab, blend as much as you can. If you find that you have a little bit more on your fingers, what I like to do is do the corners of my nose. And like there. And you can even do all your whole nose. Because by this point, it's already thinned out quite a bit. You're not going to have big clumps or anything like that. And it helps to reduce the redness that most men have in that T-zone. And you can also bring it right up. Bring it right up if you want to. If there's a little bit left, just blend it in and up. Remember, the key is not to look like you're wearing makeup. Even up on the forehead. Now with that, you want to make sure that you don't have any hair here, because makeup tends to stick and clump to hair. So let's hope that you don't have a gross unibrow that's going to collect the makeup in the T-zone here. So you want to, if you do have hair there, pluck it. Take care of that. You can go ahead and wipe off the excess. What I like to do at this stage in the game, before I used to get a lot of makeup in my eyes, and it really burned. So just take the Q-tip, just like right like that, and just swipe it away from the corner of your eye, and you'll see a little bit on the Q-tip. So that means that would have been in your eye, and it burns, trust me. You can use a brush if you don't want to use your ring fingers. I have this Lancome brush that is specially made to, I hope you can see that, it's specially made to do concealer, but your ring finger, I find it works actually a little bit better. It helps to warm up and it just blends in nicely. Okay, so next up is bronzing powder. I don't like to use a lot of this, but you definitely need, there's a fine line between not enough and too much. The one that I'm going to use today is from Sephora. My color that I'm using is Aruba. Just ask any of the staff that work there. They will help you get the right color for you. So this one you definitely want to use a brush. You have to, basically, otherwise it's going to look like terrible. It doesn't really matter which brush you use, but you want it to be a big bushy brush. And what that is going to do is help it spread evenly on your face. I'm using the Prescritives one, if you can see that. I don't even think that company is in business anymore, which is too bad because they were great, but whatever. So you just dab it on there. You want to get a little bit, quite a bit on your brush. What I like to do is just tap it so that you get all that extra off. I'm just going to do it on my towel over here. So, and then by this point, you should be pretty comfortable that there's a little bit on there, but not too much. And you want to brush it on your face the way the sun would hit you. So, from the top down. You can start at your forehead, go down the sides, down the middle, and your cheeks. And you even want to do over where you put the concealer on. So just down, make sure it's pretty much even. There's certain areas that if you want to do a little bit of highlighting that you might want to not do as much. So these kind of like on your cheeks here and under the eyes, you want to kind of don't do as much there. But along your cheekbones and around your jawline, you want to do quite a bit. Nose, forehead. The places that basically if you were out in the sun a little bit too long would start to darken naturally. So really blend that in. You can go up into the hairline as well. But again, like I said, makeup sticks to hair, so you want to be careful not to go over later with like, I'm using just a cotton ball, and you can just kind of like get rid of the excess on your hair. Not that you're going to really see it, but it's an extra step. I even do my ears, on my ears, and behind my ears, that little square, if you can see it, I always like to get there because that spot, having these little white squares is a dead giveaway that you're wearing makeup. You can even do your neck. You want to do your neck. You might even need more at this point because you're using it, so that's good. You want to blend it, make sure it's all even. Back of your neck. You probably don't want to wear jewelry, but whatever. And again, just go over those areas that get the most amount of sun. Forehead, nose. A lot of guys tend to forget their top lip. It's not, for me it's a sensitive area, and I just tend to forget, so make sure to do that. Now, you're pretty much done. If you got too much makeup on and you're a darker shade than what you wanted to go for, you can always take, I'm sure every makeup artist in the world is going to be like, okay, don't listen to this guy, but just take a dark towel and just pat it gently down, going down on your face. I find that it just gets rid of the excess. You don't rub off when you're like, kissing your partner or like hugging someone. It's not going to be that embarrassing, like, oh god, where did that come from? Oh, it's from that dude's face. So I like to just do that at the end. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have a towel with me, but you're pretty much good. But if you can see, this is perfectly white. If I go, it's pretty much white. I'm using very little makeup. But it just helps to take off the edge, and if you want to have that really nice fresh look, then that's how to get it. That's it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box. I'll try my best to get back to everybody. I'll put the information of the products in the description so you can see exactly what I use. Like, subscribe. Thanks guys.